Joining me now is Kristen Welker, the new moderator at NBC's Meet the Press, coming up in just a short time. So, Kristen, what do you want to tell people? What are they going to see from you now taking over Meet the Press?
Hi, Cody. Well, it is so good to be with you on this first Sunday. Well, on this first show, they're going to see my wide-ranging interview with former President Trump. We talk about everything from the economy to the issue of abortion and foreign policy, the war in Ukraine. So they will hear about all of that. But broadly speaking, I think people every Sunday will see hopefully a range of voices from across the political spectrum represented here on Meet the Press. It's always been a part of the mission of this show. But look, I'm a reporter at heart, so I'm going to approach this as a reporter. It also means I'm going to be out on the campaign trail talking to voters and making sure that I'm really keeping the biggest issues for them front and center here every Sunday on Meet the Press.
And you know, Kristen, all eyes were on the former president here in Fulton County, of course, the infamous mugshot taken right here in our backyard. I know that was probably something you guys talked about. It seems like he's using this to his advantage. And a lot of political experts around here are saying, you know, it's one thing for the primary, but it's going to be something else for the general election. Did you guys talk about this, and where does he stand as of today on this?
Absolutely. Look, I think one of the big takeaways from this interview is he is defiant in the face of these 4 indictments that he is facing. And so I think that, to your point, which is absolutely right now it's helping him politically. It's helping him to energize its base. He's casting this as a political persecution against him, and he has a very sizable lead, obviously, in the GOP primary polls. But it may play very differently in the general election. And again, we want to stress that people aren't going to start voting for another 4 months or so. So we still have to wait and see if the landscape changes at all. It doesn't seem like he's going to be going to many of the primary debates, if any at all, because he has that significant lead. But it will be curious to see if any of his challengers start to sharpen their tone as they get closer to those votes actually being cast. So far, most of them are largely giving him a pass. But again, I think he's defiant in the face of these 4 indictments, and it doesn't seem like he's shifting gears in that strategy at all.
And I know you guys talked about a wide range of topics. A lot of people talking about, you know, the support being given to him by other Republicans across the country. Did you guys talk about anybody that they are looking at as far as the VP? Again, he's got to win the nomination first, but did you guys talk about that?
We absolutely did. I said, who do you have your eye on? And he said, look, it's a long way off, so I don't spend too much time thinking about that. He also noted he doesn't see the VP pick as significant in the overall way that viewers vote. He thinks that voters vote for the top of the ticket. But he did say, when I asked him if he's leaning toward a woman, he said, I like the concept of the idea. And then I asked him about Kristen, South Dakota governor, who just endorsed him. They just had this big joint event together, and he acknowledged that, yes, he does have his eye on her. So it was a significant admission. Of course, you have to think he's also looking at his other GOP challengers as potential running mates. Tim Scott, you have to think, is one of the people who would be near the top of that list. But again, it's the first time we've really gotten that clear of a sense of who he has his eye on for that potential pick if he were to win the nomination. Cody.
Well, Kristen, thanks so much for taking some time out. A big day for you. Congratulations. And they couldn't have picked a better person to take over that moderator chair.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much, Cody. Thank you.
Have a good day. And don't forget, Meet the Press right here after 11 Live Weekend Mornings.